Countries at all levels of development, so very advanced ones and less rich ones, are facing a common set of problems. And the problems are ones where the traditional separate units of government have to coordinate and with each other and with actors outside, the civil society, the private sector. And they have to do this to figure out responses to problems that none of them can address alone, and to which very often no one has a precise answer at the beginning. So the familiar name for these are wicked problems, because people who don't normally collaborate have to collaborate, and they have to collaborate to do something that they can't precisely define in advance. Now, there are a lot of reasons why that's happening. Some of it is just the rapidity of change in the world and the impossibility of foreseeing what's going on, and some of it is the emergence of new groups that can make political claims. That's generally a good thing. So a more inclusive society and a more educated and active citizenry at all levels of development. The result of that is that governments are less willing, or at least experts in governments, and politicians as well to a certain measure, are less willing to rely on what they normally think the most reliable form of problem solving might be. So for some people that's more market, and for other people that's more state, and when they don't really know the answer to something exactly, they have a general answer that they think is good enough, which is, let's do the more market solution to that problem, or the more. With these kind of problems, experience has shown them at very high cost and to great embarrassment that doesn't work. And when they get that far, and it doesn't happen in a week, it happens in decade time, but people at the World Bank are familiar with the sad lag between reality and realization. So when it happens, they're more inclined to set up collaborative exploration of possibilities, where the center says, I don't really know, that we're committed, we're going to commit resources, and we're going to bind ourselves to the idea that we're going to attack this problem, but we don't know what to do, and we're going to learn what to do in collaboration with the people who realize our best provisional idea of what to do. And we're going to learn from their experiences how to correct that idea. And we're going to do this in some measure jointly, even if we don't have a system of governance that anticipated that. We're going to find some way to do it. And one of the increasingly prevalent ways that people innovate, elaborate, devise by hook and crook for addressing that problem is to create something like a delivery unit. And there are words for this. Some are a little amusing, like Deliverology, and some of them are a little more sort of serious, like science of delivery. But what they're getting at is the idea that delivery itself, the policy, is the delivery. Because when you can't define the policy in advance, then what you deliver becomes the policy. And so you need to be very thoughtful in designing that process.